Hey there, how's it going? My name is Swapnil and welcome to this PSL. So, today I'm going to discuss how you can install a commission only sales team into your recruitment firm today and achieve 6 to 7 figures in deal flow within the next couple of weeks or months. Now, if you're reading this, you probably visited our website, you've seen an ad of ours, or we reached out to you via cold email or LinkedIn, right? And you are a founder or a high level executive at a recruitment firm, you want to scale fiercely and achieve month on month growth drastically this particular year. You want an automated method of signing clients consistently, and you're tired of paying lead gen agencies, SDRs, and all these high level sales teams that yield next to no results. But before we begin, we've got some very interesting results for our clients. I'd like you to see them. $1.3 million generated in pipeline opportunity within 2 months, $900,000 generated within 2 weeks, 6.5 million in opportunity generated within 3.5 months. Now, as you can see, we've done this time and time again. But the question comes is, why do I, as a recruitment firm, need a sales team in the first place? And more specifically, why a commission only sales team? Now, recruitment firms as an industry or recruiting as an industry is mostly run by recruiters who try to do everything basically, starting from outreach, lead gen, team management, sales, operation, finding talent, negotiation, and it goes on, right? But if you look closely, 50 to 60% of the activities that you do actually revolve around sales and business development. Now imagine, you're writing emails, posting on LinkedIn, going back and forth with prospects, taking multiple sales calls. But what if there was a way to, automate all of this? Imagine an automated outreach method yielding 20 to 30 monthly opportunities with qualified prospects, consistently. A streamlined sales process that brings in pre-qualified leads, educates them on your offer, pricing, and different uh, you know uh, variations that you have even before the sales call. An automated follow-up system that maintains at least $250,000 worth of opportunity in your pipeline actively every time around the year. Meaning, if you want, you don't have to now write them down in your CRM or Google Sheet to remember which lead do I need to follow up when. It will just automatically do it. Diverse sales asset to shorten your sales cycle, allow you to charge higher, and also create upsell potentials, right? So, how I set up the entire process within 2 weeks, that is what we'll discuss in this video. It's a 7 step process. Step one is finding unique opportunities. Now, you must be aware about Apollo and Sales Navigator if you're in the industry. If not, I don't know what you're doing, but you need to get on in it. Or not, rather. Because every single person out there who's in the industry is already using these two platforms to get their data from, to get the emails and the LinkedIn and the phone numbers of your prospects. But we want to stand out, right? So if you reach out to the same people that are used to getting a ton of emails and cold calls and messages on LinkedIn, it's not very beneficial for us. When our prospecting is done, is to a less saturated lead list, our reply rates increase significantly, and so do the sales calls and the deal flow. As you can see, this is just a random screenshot, but it's still a lot higher than the industry average of 1 to 5% reply rates. So by simply just changing the way we get our leads from, we can see a significant change in our ROI for our deal flow, right? Um, we personally invested upwards of $20,000 at this point to try out all the lead lists, lead sources that is available in the market, and we have found some of the best lead lists out there. But just finding good leads is not the uh, you know end game. We need to reach out to them, and before that we need to do lead scraping intent based. What do I mean by that? It's a common practice in the recruitment space to use Apollo Sales Navigator to find 5 to 10,000 leads at a single time and then reach out to them consistently using a sequence or something, sending 2 to 400 emails per day. But none of them have any personalization in those emails, and the offer that you present to them is basically what you're sending to all these 400 people, and it has no relevancy to it, right? Just hoping that okay, some of these companies might be hiring and I can be of use to them, but it's practically spamming, and it's actually illegal if you if you read the GDPR regulations um, on the internet, right? So here's what you should do instead: figure out intent behind the outreach and figure out companies that align with that intent. What do I mean by that? Let's study an example, right? Reach out to companies that were recently funded to help them build a sales team, right? Now, since they want to show growth to the new investors, it's the right time for you to reach out, and you're reaching out to them with the right intent and the right opportunity. Not only you will see a lot of conversion, but now you're reaching out to them with relevance. You're not just reaching out to anyone, right? So this is what I mean by intent-based leadscaping and intent-based outreach. Now, step three is our in-house softwares for outreach. This tackles two main issues, right? We didn't have to build this in-house. We didn't have to use our friends and everything to build this software, but it was the need of the hour, right? Because if you have ever done cold outreach, if you've ever done cold email, you know that um, there's ton of restrictions and limitations. Your domains get burned, your domains get banned, your users get banned. You lose, well, you pay a lot of money if you want a lot of domains and users and emails. And there's things like you need to warm them up, and even after all of that, if you just somehow mistakenly send a lot of emails in a very short period of time, all of those end up in the spam box. So there's a lot of limitations to it, because your Google emails, your Outlook emails, these are not built for cold outreach. These are built for different use cases. So that is where we come in, and our tech stack allows us to do a big volume of outreach without ending up in the spam or getting our domains burned or something like that. Same thing with LinkedIn, right? There's a ton of restriction on your LinkedIn as well. You cannot send more than X amount of messages. You cannot send more than X amount of connection requests. Even if you have multiple accounts at the same time doing it, it gets a lot hectic to manage all of them at one place. So the tech stack also allows us to, not only have different alias LinkedIn accounts, but to manage all of them from one place, run campaigns and sequences from one place, bypass all the restrictions, do not get banned, and just do outreach very happily, basically, without worrying about all the restrictions. Now, as you can see, in the past 12 months, we have sent over 240,000 cold outreach messages ourselves. So this works. This is a proof of that. Now, step four is AI personalized outreach. Now, we are in a new era, guys, right? We have to understand the AI scenario, and instead of fighting with it, we need to embrace it, right? So, what we can do is, instead of sending 400, cold emails every single day to prospects with basically the same message, same framework, we can personalize every single cold email that we have, and we can personalize them to a very high, very intricate details. We can talk about, the recent LinkedIn posts, maybe a journal or article that was written about them, a video that they appeared in, an interview that they did, a podcast that they did, um, a recent funding that they raised, a company news, company milestone, anything, right? We can just personalize all of them for all the thousand emails that all the thousand prospects that we're reaching out to for that day, and send them. So imagine how ahead and how relevant you would be at this point, where you're reaching out to them with the right intent. You're reaching out to a unique set of people that are not often, reached out to, and you are personalizing all of them to their daily life activities and things that they have done. So imagine the amount of conversations that you would open up, the amount of opportunities and replies you would get. So step five is an automated sales process plus the use of sales assets. It's a common misconception that the sales process is only the multiple sales calls and negotiations that take place. No, Sales process is basically everything in between from your first point of contact till you've onboarded the client. So the entire journey needs to be as seamless as possible, especially when we're reaching out to thousands of prospects every single day. It no longer makes sense for us to do 90% of the tasks manually, right? Which is why we take the help of sales assets and automations. For example, AI email replies to people that have shown interest in our cold email follow-ups. You can automate all of that. Sending video recordings to clients before sales calls, case study breakdowns, pre-call warm-up sequences, lead ranking, CRM management, and the list goes on and on. Each of these tasks will be automated, and here are some of the examples of the sales assets we use. Basically, the idea of using sales assets is to, have a list of questions, queries, and everything, or doubts your prospects usually have, and then present them in form of content, maybe in terms of documents or videos, such as this one, so that before they jump on a sales call or anything, they already have most of the confusions cleared out, and your sales process is a lot smoother at this point and a lot shorter as well, because you've essentially removed all the doubt from them. Step six is sales intelligence and consulting. Now, I want you to ask yourself a question, right? Do you know your numbers? I cannot stress on this enough. How many times I have been on sales calls and I've asked people this question, and most people don't have any idea about the numbers. Yeah, they know how many outreaches they are doing, but beyond that, there's a lot of numbers that you need to be aware of. How many outreach message have you sent? To which market is responding the best to your messages? At which time of the year they're responding the best? How many sales calls have you taken? How many of them did convert into clients? How many of them are in your pipeline? Need to know all of this, because it will create a feedback loop for you, and that will allow you to create, again, that will allow you to just outperform everybody. How? Because we record, analyze, and summarize everything, starting from your sales calls, campaign performance, market resonance, etc. Right? We have trackers, KPIs. Again, here's one sales KPI, you can see tracker. What this will do is allow us to stay ahead of the curve, identify market trends, and become a first mover. Maybe a particular market is responding very well. Maybe a particular market is getting a lot of funding from the investors. So you can reach out to them and say, hey, I'll build your sales teams, and you can also show them that we have built sales team for this company in your particular industry in the past XYZ months, and these were the results. So you become more relevant to them as well, and you're identifying market trends, and you're moving in a direction that nobody else has even recognized that particular pattern, right? So you are the first mover in that particular area. Now, building a CRM, right? Basically, this is a list of all the people that you have reached out to, and then you segregate and segment all of them on the basis of people maybe who have responded positively, people who have asked you to reach out later, uh, conversations and sales conversation that have fell through in the past, but you see an opportunity in the future. So things like that. You need to keep a record of all of these, especially when you're doing outreach on a volume, of what I speak of, 500 to 1,000 people a day. So you need to record all of this, because there's a high chance when you're doing this on that volume, a lot of conversations, a lot of interest will pass over. But if you have all this recorded, and there's automations in place to follow up with them, and then you're keeping them updated on every move that you're making, every result that you're getting, every client win, every price drop, every price increase. In a matter of time, they will become your hottest leads, right? So whenever you need more clients, right, just send them a quick personalized email and you book them into your calendar to discuss further about your opportunity. You can also use this data to run very efficient paid ads and do retargeting and all those stuff. Now let's recap every single thing, because I've talked a lot. This probably, I believe it's been more than almost 15 minutes. So let's recap. um, we find unique opportunities for us. We use a hybrid outreach system and sales reps to book a lot of meetings, and we automate the entire sales process using automations and sales assets. Now, about the sales team, how do we build that? We have 50 plus pre-trained sales reps, SDRs, and virtual assistants ready to work 24/7, 365 days, right? We have that pool of talent with us. When you start to work with us, we'll install our system and sales reps into your company. They will work 24/7 to ensure that you're getting good results, booking calls, closing deals, right, left, right, and center. And the way we do it, and the reason we do it on a commission basis is because they need to perform to get paid. So they do not have the opportunity to slack. And that is what true sales is essentially, right? You make the sale, you get a commission. Now, I have two offers for you guys. If you're someone who has experience with business development, lead generation, sales, and you now just want a more of an automated system for yourself, this one's for you. For a one-time fee, you can get access to our in-house tech stack softwares, 20,000 plus leads from exclusive lead sources, custom sales processes built out for you, automations along with that, CRM automations as well, outreach automations as well, as I've talked about, AI replies, AI follow-ups, SOPs and trainings, and a trained virtual assistant to support you with that. You get limited support, of course, because we build this for you one time. We won't be available 24/7 to again respond to your queries, but we will definitely respond. We're not going to leave you hanging after you've purchased this from us. We guide you in operating the entire system, and it needs at least 30 to 60 minutes of your daily input. And you also get a 7-day training session to get acquainted with the system. Second one is if you want to automate all of this and you just want to relax, chill, and get a ton of clients, then this is for you. It's a done with you model. It's an ongoing service for yourself. We handle everything from outreach, sales, automation, CRM, so on and so forth. Your sole task remains is to take the sales calls. And even if you do not want to take the sales calls, we can again install commission based closers to take sales calls in your stead. The objectives will be to achieve, month on month sales growth, identify exclusive opportunities, and leverage resources typically uh, that are exclusive to, multi-billion dollar corporations. We will use those resources to our advantage and get a ton of opportunities for us. We'll utilize AI and automation, for things like automatic reply, booking meetings, pre-sale education, stuff like that. Recruit high performing commission based A players in the sales game, and we develop a custom sales process for the volume, right? Basically for the volume, to handle that amount of volume. We make you unique. We build you a unique offer, unique guarantee, unique sales assets, and create upselling opportunities for you. So this is basically the objective of it. Now, you actually need to apply and check if you even qualify for the system. And this is no marketing gimmick, but we reject 99% of the interest that comes to us. Um, we don't want to serve every client because of this one very simple reason that you would understand. Is basically we do not want to saturate the market to the point where our clients are competing amongst each other for the same particular deal, right? If there's a job or out there, we do not want two of our clients competing for the same job order, which is why we reserve our efforts for the most high leverage opportunities, meaning we prioritize clients who can provide us top notch case studies, clients that have the infrastructure in place to run our VSLs, funnels, ads, outbound prospecting, automations, and stuff like that. Clients exhibiting a hands-off approach to the business, basically someone who's not annoying or micromanaging every single thing, and clients that can pay us a lot, that do not shy away from rev share deals, right? This is for the second one, basically, second offer. For the first one, you just get it built one time. But what's the next step, Swapnil? So scroll down to the bottom, you'll find this link, book a call with me. Uh, it's just me, Swapnil on the line, no salesperson, no middleman, just a direct conversation between me and you. During our chat, I'll dig deeper into your firm, what are you currently doing, what the requirements you have, and what are you aiming to achieve by partnering up with us. And if it feels like we're a good match and we can actually give you guys really good results, then what I'll do is I'll build you a custom growth plan for the next 12 months, and then we can decide how we like to proceed further. But here's the deal, right? We're a very small team, and we can handle only 3 to 4 new clients before we hit the waitlist stage, right? So don't drag your feet on this for too long. Um, just book a call immediately, just to explore the opportunity, at least just for to you to see for yourself what is out there, what is that we offer. So yeah, that's that's my 2 words on it. Book a call, and I'll see you on the other side. Have a good day.